to figure out how to fix this.
I'll turn it on as soon as you're done
Okay.
here. Start your YouTube and then I'll turn the voice.
You sure? You sure that's going to work?
Well, it says to use it.
Go ahead and try it.
Admitting
Okay.
people
Go
as
ahead
we
and turn
go
it down
here.
up there on
It
top.
seems like you know how that is.
And
Can you hear me okay, Taylor?
okay, we'll do it like this. I think they can hear me, can't they?
I was hearing someone in the background.
They do now.
Family,
Everyone will,
hi.
mute yourself.
3, 2, 1, go. It is the 22nd of April, 2021. Welcome to another one of your Frank 26 UB2Bs. This is an infomercial, okay, with Will and the product we represent. I'm being hush hush because they got it on Zoom. I'm going to turn this around so y'all can see what's going on. And then when it's over, I'll turn it back and I'll talk to you for just a little bit.
Frank is with us, and Taylor.
Let's see it. The little thing.
That's an X.
Right down here.
Tell folks what we're up to this evening, and then we'll just go. Okay.
Sounds good to me.
Folks, with oh golly, more admittance. That's a good thing, though. Anyway, folks, what we're doing this evening is we're going to explain something to the network marketers out there, or the folks who would like to become network marketers who have influence. And it's something unlike anything that you may have already heard about in the network marketing spectrum. It is really what we're all looking for as far as corporate assistance. Wow, they just keep coming, Taylor. As far as corporate assistance is concerned, our company with LifeVantage has created a program that Taylor Worry oversees and assists with. And it's something quite unique, and I think you're all going to find it very, very interesting and very helpful and a blessing, because if you're uncertain where you are in life, we might have a home for you. We're not trying to drag you away from anyone, but if you have been having second thoughts about where you are, we're here to show you an option. And I'm going to continue admitting people as we go, I suppose, Taylor. But I want to introduce Taylor Worry. You guys probably are aware of his last name because he was raised in a very, very, very famous household. He is the son of Eric Worry. And if you know anything about self-employment, network marketing, you understand that the name Eric Worry is synonymous with excellence, positive mental attitudes, growth, and making an impact on the world. Taylor was raised in that household, if you remember. Back in the day, a fella named Zig Ziglar. Taylor has had the pleasure of growing up around Zig Ziglar his whole life. And to be raised in a positive atmosphere like that has been a blessing for him. And he has been sharing what he's learned through his life with us, because he is now in charge of new distributor. What is the name of your title again?
Director of New Leader Experience.
New Leader Experience. Excellent, excellent, excellent. And that's what we're looking for, folks, as leaders. we had an experience in one of our other organizations in January. There was a lady who had been with us for 3 years taking our products, and she was actually a distributor, and she was chasing a couple of other deals that she was doing, and at some point in January she became dissatisfied and started looking around, and she said, wow, I got this starter kit over here from Life Vintage, I think I'll investigate. So she called my sponsor, and she was down in my organization, so she called my sponsor who she had a relationship with, and then my sponsor got me involved, and we all three came up with sort of a little plan to bring her along and introduce her to our company. And once she got a load of what Taylor is going to be talking about this evening, she exploded with growth. Exploded completely out of left field. We had no idea she had any desire to do anything of this nature or whatever. And so I thought it would behoove us to expose this program to more people in our other organizations as well. And Frank, being our largest to date, definitely we wanted to expose his family to what we had to offer. So with that, I am going to hit the record button, Taylor, and we're going to go. Okay?
I love it.
Hang on a minute. Let me hit the record here. Here we go. We are recording. Taylor Worry, take it away.
Awesome, William. I appreciate you, sir. And I appreciate everyone that's hopped on this call that's on here with us this evening. I don't want to take too much of your time, but I do want this time that we spend together to be purposeful. I want this time together to mean something. And so what I want to do is I want to take some time and I want to explain what we've created, because ultimately, if you understand network marketing, or entrepreneurship for that matter, I mean, let's take it a step further back. I always look at you know, the whole scope of what we do, not just specific companies, but entrepreneurship as a whole, working for yourself. And if you're going to work for yourself, if you're going to be an entrepreneur, then ultimately, network marketing, I'll take it to the mat with any other form of entrepreneurship, is the best form of entrepreneurship there is on the planet. It pays you to the penny for the value that you bring to the table. So when I discovered that, I started looking, and obviously I've been in network marketing for all my life, but really looked for that silver bullet, for that unicorn company. And about 3 years ago, I found it with LifeVantage. LifeVantage possesses, in my opinion, everything necessary to be a multi-billion-dollar-a-year company. They possess product strength. They possess field culture. They possess corporate structure. They possess opportunity. And they possess timing in all of the greatest forms of possession. So if you're with the best company in the best space, it only made sense that we had the best support program for leaders of a certain caliber. Now, what we did is we created what we call the Red Carpet Program. The Red Carpet Program is a very specific to the leader that we're working with, onboarding and supporting program. This program is designed to work with leaders that have earned in excess of 6 figures in commissionable earnings in the last 3 to 5 years in a network marketing opportunity. Our goal is to not ever be poachers. We are not looking to poach anyone away from a happy opportunity or a place where they are good. But if your ship is sinking, if things are no longer going the way that they were in the past and you are looking for a new opportunity, then we understand that moving is almost as scary as watching your check go down to nothing. The thought of having to do it all over again is wildly overwhelming in a lot of ways. And so at LifeVantage, we created the Red Carpet Program to soften that blow for the leaders that looked at us, looked under the hood at what we had to offer and said, we agree with you. This is the best opportunity. This is where we want to be. Now, how do we do it? Because for a brand new network marketer, someone that's just getting started, it's very simple. You just join and you build. But for someone that has a network of people that are looking for a home, of people that they feel responsible for, it is incumbent upon them to make sure that not only do they have the support necessary to be able to take care of those people and onboard them, but to also make sure that within the first 6 months that they're not going to have to spend the the 50 hours that any brand new networker traditionally spends in getting to know the intricacies and the ins and outs of their business. So our red carpet program is, I'm going to give you just basically the nutshell, because when talking to a red carpet prospect, our goal at LifeVantage is not for you to be the person that is explaining this, because there is no duplication in being the message. Our goal is for you, as always, in everything that you do in network marketing, to be the messenger. To be the one that says, hey, I've heard about this company I'm representing, that they have an unbelievable program. It's a red carpet program designed to support people just like you, proven leaders that are looking for a final home. They don't do upfront money. They don't buy leaders. But the support that they offer is unlike anything I've ever seen before. That's your really only pitch. But then to understand that LifeVantage has a multi-tiered system, 5 tiers of support, ranging from financial support, where we do offer financial bonusing programs 100% based on production. So if a leader has the ability to build faster than the average person, we have a bonus structure to be able to get them back to the income in which they were comfortable with their previous company. We have support ranging from that all the way to field development support, where we can get them their entire field development team support on day one. They can have their own account manager, their own field development manager, and their own field development director on day one. We have compensation plan support, where we have the ability to open up some of their business centers for them. If they have, depending on the size of their network, we can open up their business center 2 or their business center 3 for them, depending on how many people they're bringing with them, so they can maximize out on the comp plan. We have product, event, and swag support. And ultimately, they get access to me for a period of 6 months, where I consider, one thing that I do a lot is remove a lot of roadblocks, a lot of speed bumps. I make a lot of things happen that need to be made happen for these leaders. So in a nutshell, that is our red carpet program at LifeVantage. Our goal is to tailor this program, no pun intended, to every single person that we work with. This is not a boilerplate program. This is not a program that is, you get in where you fit in. This is a program where I spend ample time vetting out every leader that's brought to the table, making sure that they are a solid culture fit for us as a company, and they are actually the leader that they say they are. From there, we onboard them, get them introduced to their field development team, which allows them to really fast forward through 50 hours of learning the back office and learning all the promotions, incentives, reports, all these different things. We have the ability to fast track that for you. And so ultimately, I think that we are just, when it comes to red carpet, we're in a position that's really unmatched with any other company out there. I haven't seen another company that matches what it is that we have to offer when it comes to support. And honestly, I think that there is just a lot of traction right now towards LifeVantage. To give you guys an idea, in the last 90 days, we have onboarded in excess of 120 red carpet leaders into LifeVantage. 6- and 7-figure earners that have all decided to call LifeVantage their final home. So the program is taking off in a major way. There's a lot of really great stuff happening. But at this point, I want to see if there's any questions. If Frank or, I don't know, Stan or Armor, David, if James, Stan, April, if any of you have any questions via the red carpet program, or there's anything else that you would like me to cover, William, I would be more than happy to run through any of the specifics, but want to see if there's any questions at this point.
I would, the only thing I can think of is possibly cover some of the board of directors, maybe. And also, how much experience does LifeVantage have? You may have already covered that.
Of course, yeah. What I'll tell you is, as a publicly traded company, LifeVantage is represented by a board of directors who, again, you got to be careful with that, because if you get the wrong board of directors in, they don't, they can start to see numbers and not people. But thankfully, LifeVantage has put together an incredible board of directors representing some of the most intelligent minds on this planet, ranging from Vinayak, who is the chief marketing officer over at Airbnb, to Erin Brockovich, who is the #1 female speaker on the planet, There is the board is filled with every name has just an unbelievable pedigree. All that to say, and on top of that, LifeVantage is an 11-year-old company.
What about the management team? How much?
Yeah, so the corporate structure, I mean, what I tell people all the time in a nutshell is between the top 20 executives at LifeVantage, it represents over 400 years of combined network marketing experience.
There you go.
The men and women that represent this company on the corporate side have dedicated their entire lives to this space. You could take our Chief Sales and Marketing Officer, Justin Rose. Justin Rose has worked for 25 years in the space, helping to take 3 different companies to the $1 billion mark, and is now here with LifeVantage. You can take a look at Dr. Brian Dixon. Dr. Brian Dixon is our head of product research and development. Dr. Brian Dixon spent the last decade of his life before coming to LifeVantage as the head of product research and development for USANA Health Sciences, a legacy company in the space. So every single member of corporate has really spent their entire lives working to be in the role that they're in right this very moment. And that is the one thing that I love most about that is they understand that you guys are the ones that are building these businesses.
And
you guys are the ones.
That brings up the next question. How does corporate stay connected with the field?
Yeah, they understand, and they've been doing it for a long time. They've been getting better and better at it, but ultimately they understand that you guys are the ones that move the needle. Without you guys out in the field, we don't have a company. We are a word-of-mouth distribution company. And so they decided not only do we have field advisory boards and all these great things where they get to meet with the top leaders, but they also, about 2 years ago, decided that we need to have even more of a ear to the field. And they created over a dozen committees. These committees are representative of every line of organization we have in LifeVantage. And they are committees ranging from events committees to recognition committees to compensation plan committees to diversity committees to everything you could think of. We have a committee that is represented by the field and a member of the corporate executive staff. And they meet on a weekly basis. They're constantly working to solve issues and bring solutions to the table. But that is one thing that I love about this corporate office is that they are consistently listening to those that are out there doing the work.
And you are you're a product of that, I think, aren't you? Your department, isn't that a product of these committees?
Yeah, I mean, the red carpet program has been going around for a long time, but ultimately there isn't a committee designed around red carpet mainly because we don't want ever, the entire field of LifeVantage is educated, but it's a slippery slope, right? You have to be very careful that you don't over-educate on the red carpet program because we don't want to have an entire field filled with whale hunters.
Yeah, sure.
But ultimately, they all do need to be educated, and we do. I love the fact that at LifeVantage, the red carpet program is not something that people are embarrassed about. Right. At a lot of other companies, people shy away from the fact that they were a part of a program because they're like, I don't want people to think that, they know that I got all this money to come over here or this, that, or the other. At LifeVantage, our red carpet distributors genuinely are like, I love saying that I was a part of the red carpet program. Like, I am proud to be a part of this program, and all the distributors understand as a part of LifeVantage that the program is there to support them in their businesses.
Yeah, I was a part of the red carpet program, and
exactly.
The reason being, I didn't even know about the red carpet program. I just knew I loved the product and I loved the aspect of the company. But when I heard about the red carpet, I said, well, why not take advantage of that as well? Because I just wasn't happy where I was at. I mean, they sort of left me, And Frank, I think Frank knows what I'm talking about there. But anyway, well, Taylor, it's been a pleasure having you over here. If anybody here has a question, you can unmute yourself and just fire away. I just had a couple of things that I knew might be on people's minds.
Yeah, one thing I'll say, in regards to the opportunity, if you're an analytical person, I don't talk about compensation plans much because every company has one and everybody says that theirs is the best.
Yeah,
but
right.
What I will say is that factually, LifeVantage pays out between 48.7 and 49.2% month over month on our compensation plan. making it, from what I've been able to study and been able to find, the highest paying compensation plan in the space, factually. On top of that, we're 6-to-1 customer to distributor ratio as an entire company, not as an organization in Williams' organization, but as an entire company worldwide. We are 6-to-1, which means that, again, every distributor we bring in 6 customers, allowing for what we really look at. The reason for that is it allows for generational wealth. It allows for real residual income. When you have real, genuine people that aren't looking to make money on the product, but just take the product because it brings benefit to their life. Amen. So there's just there's a lot of beauty and simplicity at LifeVantage, because one thing that I've found is you don't have to have, this is the first company in a very long time that I've represented where I have not had to have a personal product testimonial in order to share the product.
Amen. And why is that?
Because you've got Harvard, you've got the National Institute of Aging in North America, you've got over 30 published peer-reviewed studies on PubMed.gov validating the products itself, not the ingredients within it. And that is a big deal for me, because a lot of people nowadays point to ingredients. I don't care if your product has CBD in it. It's 1% CBD and 99% something else. I don't care if your product has ashwagandha in it and you want me to go read a bunch of studies about ashwagandha. What I love is that I can point someone to PubMed.gov and I can tell them to type in the name of my product.
Amen.
And when they pull up that product, they're going to see over 30 published medical studies from Harvard University, from the National Institute of Aging in North America, from Duke, from Penn State, from all these amazing accredited universities around the world, validating the product in which we represent. The fact that you can compliantly say that Protandim NRF2 is proven to reduce the oxidative stress in your body by 40% in 30 days. It doesn't matter your age, doesn't matter your sex, doesn't matter where you come from on this planet. That it is a guarantee. It is a fact. That is one of the strongest statements and claims that you could ever ask to make in a network marketing opportunity, and to know that you can make it compliantly here at LifeVantage is unbelievable.
And I think in that vein, when you're talking about testimonials, I think we can look at Advocare and see where testimonials get you as far as the federal government's concerned as well.
You can look at Advocare, you can look at Bima, you can look at 50 other companies, and you can see the exact same thing. Companies that have started, been shut down in a matter of 5 years, because them going out there and telling a non-compliant story. It cured this, fixed this. At LifeVantage, you don't have to tell that. You don't have to live in that vein. You get to live in the, this is what it does. Actually, take it if you want it, don't if you don't. I don't care. The National Institute of Aging in North America said it was the only nutritional supplement in 20 years that was proven to extend life in the animal patients it was tested upon.
Amen.
So you be the judge. They said it, not me. They said it. Go look at the study. Proven to extend life. You want something that extends life? This is it. If you don't, I don't care. It's the easiest story on the face of the earth.
Yeah, man. It is. Okay. Well, it doesn't seem as if anybody's got any questions. Is there one last thing you want to cover, Taylor, before we close down the Zoom?
All I would say is in closing, when it comes to red carpet, is like I said at the beginning, your only goal here is to be the messenger with this program, not the message. The information I gave you was to allow you to get excited, not to go and say, hey, let me tell you all about this program and all the things that they offer for support. That, again, was going to get you to in a world of weirdness with people that you don't need. It's very simple to say, hey, I've got someone that I can get you on the phone with, and let me edify you and that leader and explain the red carpet program. That would be my only thing. And just because we see a much higher close rate, that's all. I just literally look at the numbers of when people try to do it on their own as opposed to when they bring them through the program. And it's about a 95% close rate here in 2021 out of 140 leaders we brought on. And so if you like those numbers, then that's the plan to follow. But we are here to support, and I appreciate all of you being on this call. I hope you have an amazing rest of your week. I hope you go out and change someone's life for the better. William, I appreciate you greatly putting this together, and I look forward to our next call coming up here soon.
Hey, listen, before you get off, I just wanted to remind you something. I got a call while we were on here. Marianne needs you like right away. She has
Yeah, she texted me this morning, and she texted me again. I've already submitted the red carpet sample pack, and so we're already all over it.
I'll let her know if you don't speak with her before.
I already texted her, so I texted her while we're on the call, so we should be good to go.
Excellent. Excellent. Okay. Well, Frank, thank you so much for allowing us to be here with your family this evening. I know there's about 600 people watching right now. And hey, it's been a real blessing. I hope that we can change some lives. If you've got any questions concerning what you've heard this evening or what you may hear, in the coming days or weeks, if you listen to this, please contact me. I'll be happy to put you in contact with the proper people to take advantage of this program if you so choose. My telephone number is 910-690-6008. That's 910-690-6008. If you prefer email, you can email me at clquik12@gmail.com. And I just wanted to say one more time, the reason that we did this call is because we had a gal in another organization that had been with us about 3 years, taking the products and loved the products. And she had bought a kit at some point and became a distributor. She had the thought of becoming a distributor, and she never really did anything with it because she was chasing some other marketing opportunities. And at some point, she became dissatisfied with those opportunities and decided to chase us. And wow, the difference that she's made in her life and the lives of hundreds of other people since January of this year has been amazing. And we just said, hey, if there's sleepers out there that are already with us, that love us already, who are, waking up and taking advantage of us, let's see how many others in the other organizations may be out there. So we wanted to give you guys an opportunity to see what she saw with this red carpet program, because that's really what turned her on. Because in her past experiences, she had never had any support from corporate. And corporate in our world is so supportive. It's ridiculous. I mean, it's a really cool deal. And not only that, but the upline support that you'll receive from me, my sponsor, her sponsor, their sponsor. I mean, it's ridiculous. Team moves quicker than individuals. Teams move faster than individuals. And that's the way we build, is team. We're always there to help and support.
Hey, Will.
There we go. Anyway.
Can you hear me, Will?
It's already lighting up. I'll call you here in a minute.
How do I get him to hear me?
Anyway, I'll
Will,
leave it right there.
Will, can you hear
Frank,
me?
God bless you, brother. Hope you're doing well today. And that's it for me. We're going to end this Zoom, and I think you're going to carry on with dessert.
Will, can you hear me? Will, can you hear me? He ended up. Okay. Bummer. Let me see if I can get him on the phone.
I'll be doggone.
I was trying. Hey, Will, you're live. You're live. You're live. Could you hear me?
I did hear you just before I hung up.
Oh, it was probably delayed. This gentleman that you brought, you brought him because he wanted to tell the people that there's an opportunity to build a business with this product.
That is correct.
Let me ask you something, Will. This is a binary structure, isn't it?
No, it is not.
Oh, it is not.
No, sir, it is not.
So
I would never run a binary.
I know. I mean, you run the whole program for me. I bring you the people. If what is it? If I build it, will they come? It's the reverse with us. They come and you build it, and I thank you. And you would do that with anybody that we bring in, through us.
Sure.
Well, let me ask you this: if someone signs up to be a distributor, it looks like they have this package that they can take advantage of. Number one.
Yeah.
Number two, everybody that they sign up, obviously they're going to get a percentage, as a little bonus check,
Sure,
right?
sure.
Okay. Now, so you sign up, you start signing people up, and the more you sign up, obviously, the more you grow into the company and so forth, right?
Yeah, sure.
I tell you
And the
what.
thing of it is, Frank, who we're searching for this evening are established networkers who may be dissatisfied at where they're at in their lives at the moment with the companies that they're with.
So you're looking for people
Because,
that are already successful in
yeah, I mean, you
MLMs.
never know. We would have never guessed that this woman who we've been talking about would take off like she did. It just sort of happened. And then, there's you. And there's others out there who have been successful in not only network marketing but influence marketing.
You know that the Lord has blessed us with a good flow of memberships.
Absolutely.
Every week we have someone sign up and they're using the product. Some people sign
Sure.
up to sell the product. I'll tell you what, tonight it was to sign up people that are already experienced in this
Sure.
field,
Sure.
and we would take it to the next level with them.
Amen.
I want to do the same thing. Do me a favor.
Mhm.
Uh, you work on those people that are professionals, okay? But if you find a Joe factory worker, a mom staying at home working, or even a mom working, whatever it may be. In other words, a regular person, and they want to start building a little business. Let me know. You feel it out. If you find
I know
someone,
it.
if you find
I
someone,
know exactly what you're saying.
and then here's what I want you to do. You go ahead and sign them up underneath me. That's good. But then take the next two customers that I sign up, and don't sign them up under me. Sign them up under them. Okay.
Amen. I can
And,
do that.
and what we'll do is we'll automatically start building them a business. They'll automatically start getting a little small check, and they'll get motivated to start growing. How's that?
Amen, brother.
All right.
Amen.
So you let me know who you find, and we'll make sure we give them
I'll
to.
do it. I'll
Oh,
certainly do
one,
it.
one more thing. This gentleman that you brought, obviously he was motivated, no doubt, and I really
Yeah.
appreciate it. And I don't want him to think that I'm being disrespectful. When he said, "Look, this product is good. You don't have to even take it. It's good. It works. Okay,
Yeah.
we got proof of it." And he's right. The scientific reports, the collegiate reports, the medical institution reports, and the one report that tells you that, hey, we found out that you can live 5 more years,
Amen.
added to your lifeline. I mean, who can argue with something like that? And then and
Can't
then
do it.
and then he says, and if you don't want to take it, I don't care.
Hey,
Okay,
it's up to you.
I can
It's up to you.
understand that attitude, but in my case, I'm fighting for my life.
Oh yeah.
I do care, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here, not wasting my time. I'm here teaching you about this product because I'm desperate for you to try it. I do care for you to try it.
Amen.
If you want to make a business out of it, that's your business. But what's more important for me is for you to try it, and especially if you are not wearing my shoes right now, definitely try this product so you never have to wear my shoes. Never.
Amen.
Thank you,
And
Will.
Taylor's well aware of your situation as well, so he's praying for you as well.
I love you. I thank you, and God bless you, brother. I'm going to hang up on the phone, and I'm going to talk on the UB2 and give him a little dessert.
All right. Love
All
you
right.
too, brother.
You bet. Bye-bye now. This phone is insane. It just won't stop. From the moment that we open our eyes, every 5 minutes, this phone is ringing. Hello, brother. I know you're busy, man, but I just wanted to say, okay. Yeah, I'll do that later. Alrighty. Yeah, I really, I like the product, and I've grown to love the product. Yeah. Today I helped a couple of families to order the product, and when I hung up with them, I turned to God and I said, Father, may this product be a blessing to them, as it's been a blessing to me. Please take care of them. Amen. I give all honor and glory to God for this product. And as far as any success that comes out of it in building a business, trust me, if you're serious about it, you think I'm going to let you fail? Alrighty. There's not a lot. Wow. We've got 769, although every one of you is precious. I didn't mean that in a negative way. But I think what I'll do is instead here, let me talk to you at 7:30ish. So let me just talk to you for a little bit. Is that the bells outside ringing?
No.
What is that? Huh?
The dryer.
Oh, okay. So, everything that I say tonight is strictly in my opinion. Strictly in my opinion, right? What do I know? But in my opinion, ladies and gentlemen, the budget that is now official, that is now going to receive an official exchange rate from a sovereign country that is under Article 8 and will be shown to be on Article 8. But you already see the evidence of it. A good detective, you know what? I have this ability. I don't know if it's a gift or a curse. I can walk into a room and I can tell you what happened in the last 24 hours in that room. I can talk to a person and within about 10, 15 minutes, I can tell you what they did in the last 24 hours. No, this is not no ESPN. I prefer to watch sports. But yeah, it's not, something magic or anything. No, it's just common sense. It's logic. It's following people's eyes, their body language, their vocalization, their words, their expressions, facial expression. Yeah, there's ways that you can, detect what's going on. And you can see very clearly that the actions of many countries, many companies of these countries, they're casting a shadow. They're casting a shadow of the monetary reform. They're not going to come out and tell you, hey, guess what? They just told us that they're going to raise the value of their currency because they can't. It's illegal to do that. Frank, is that why the CBI is now testing to see who's going to leak out information about the monetary reform? Oh, you're quick. You're sharp. Yeah. But what's the purpose of it, Frank? Why in the world do they want to test anybody out to see what's going on? The security on this currency is top notch. Remember I showed you the 50K? Remember I held it up forward and back? you can even count all the different safety features. For a program raid? No, of course not. Yeah. A good forensic detective can walk into a room and tell you basically what's happened in the last 24 hours in that room by interpreting the signs, the clues, the patterns, even the wind direction. Oh, it's from east to west, but of course it is. So I think you, on your own, can very easily see the things that cause you to sit there and go, huh? That's not possible. Yeah, I know, it's impossible, isn't it? But it's being done because they're under Article 8. And now, ladies and gentlemen, because they have a budget, yeah, the monetary reform itself is, it's naked. It's naked. It's visible. And all these little telltale signs I've told you. Trust me, it's naked and it's not afraid. Oh no, not at all. Not at all. Ladies and gentlemen, the budget. No, okay, hold on a second here. Speaking of the win. Oh, Brad, really? I mean, you look like an adult. I think you are, unless that's not your picture. Brad, do you know that I have third stage cancer? Bladder? Did you know that the doctor told me I was going to die in 4 months and here I am 12 months later? Should I waste my time? Speaking of the wind, really? I use that as not a metaphor, but as an example to show you that everything that the IMF has done with the CBI has gone from the east to the west. That means it's gone from inside, internally, a domestic rate of 1-to-1, outside, internationally, floating, not fixed. Remember we talked about all that? Okay. I'm not picking on you because I know you're not picking on me, right? I get tired. I come with sincerity. I come bearing gifts. I've had a rough day today. Can you tell? Here, let me finish this up in 5 minutes and we'll say goodbye. Ladies and gentlemen, the budget is official. And the budget is with a 1-to-1 rate. Everything I'm saying is in my opinion. The budget, it already exists with a rate of 1-to-1. And you and that easel board that I showed you, that circle, are all waiting for this rate. They're all waiting for this rate. The numbers, recalculate, recalculate, recalculate. Which one of these recalculations do you like? That one. The numbers, the accounting in the budget, already in the budget. And the retro, back to the first of the year, well, that's called a rider. And we have plenty of articles that talk about it. Yeah. Plenty of articles. That rider is not in there to take a ride. It's in there as a mechanism to take the exchange rate of the budget and bring it back to the beginning of the year to cover the whole year for that budget. If there was not a rider, like the articles say that there is, then they would never have any plans. Never, ever, ever have any plans of bringing in a new exchange rate to retroact it back to the first. You have to look at the signs. You have to look at the trails. You have to look for every clue. It's all out there. You have to have a lot of CS. Yeah, you have to have a lot of CS. You have to have a lot of common sense. And not exaggerate. You have to be disciplined and listen and focus and study. Not be childish. Ladies and gentlemen, they already know the recalculations. I told you they already have it, 1-to-1. And they also know the recalculation in phase 2. And the retro rate, they know it also. You see, all these numbers have already been presented. And by the way, I believe that it's way past $3, but we'll see. And that would be internationally, okay. Yeah, all these numbers have already been presented to the GOI, and they are in the budget, and they have a mechanism to retroactive it back. But right now, before they, release all of this, right now, they need to know, they need to be sure, they need to be reassured. They need to know if the if the country of Iraq can actually sustain these calculations, these numbers. How do you find the telltale sign of that? Well, yesterday there was an article. You do belong to KTFalways.com, right? You don't? Well, you should. Because yesterday there was a beautiful article. I mean, it was long. What's all this breakdown? What's all this stuff, Well, those are the things that we're going to be doing for the budget, internationally. Not at a program rate. It's impossible mathematically. You think? Yeah. Telltale sign. You just need a little CS. You just need a little CS. That's all. Common sense. If you see something and you know very well that what you're seeing makes sense under an international rate, then don't argue with it. Don't complain about it. Give praise to God about it for the understanding of it. Right now, the phase that they're in, 1 and 2, yeah, but that's done. They're preparing for phase 3. They need to know. They need to know if phase 1 and 2 is sustainable, especially with the assets that they have. These numbers, are these numbers are because it's what the Fab Four want, and they're going to get those numbers pretty soon. Hence why you are seeing a lot of articles that are talking about we've increased our reserves. Who cares? What? Telltale sign. CS, common sense. Why did you raise your reserves from 60 to what? 90 billion? Why? For a program rate? Really? It would only be because you want to raise the value of your currency, and that's what. Let me see. Oh, you need to know if your country can sustain these numbers. Oh, see, all these signs are there, and if you understood this, you wouldn't have to worry. But now you're understanding it a little bit better by what I'm telling you. Puts a smile on your face. Not a Cheshire cat smile, but more a smile of being grateful. Because it all makes sense. It all, what, is common sense. I need a little bit of that. Do you? And that's what they're doing. I mean, the telltale sign of going from 60 to 90 should have told you, oh my God, they're going to raise the value of their currency. Mm-hmm. And by doing those numbers, by the way, the reserves, it also is allowing them to test it, to see if these numbers, these recalculations, the accounting of their budget is sustainable. It is. Yeah, and that's why you're seeing all these articles. Phase one, last time we were together, I separated it. I put phase one over here, and I put phase two and phase three over here. Because both phase two and phase three have increases. Phase one has an increase too, but it's automatically given at 1-to-1. But then they'll earn another one in phase two, and they'll earn, well, they won't, but then there will be another climb of the value of the dinar outside the country, internationally. And that's kind of, and it leads to what? A cap. Okay, no more. That's it. Don't let it grow anymore. Okay, we don't want currency inflation. Okay, and then what? What is your currency now worth? Is it a program rate? No, it's worth, let's say, $4.25 to $1 American. Well, sacre-bleu, son of a gun. Why don't we put the Iraqi dinar that's pegged to the American dollar in a Middle Eastern basket, and we'll all join you, Iraq. You can be the financial hub if you'd like. Yeah, what'd you say? What'd you say? Saudi Arabia, what do you think? I don't care. Okay. Okay. Really, you don't care? No, we really don't. Lebanon? No. Turkey? No. Jordan? Anybody? Israel? Anybody care? Iran? Iran? Do you care? Well, we certainly don't care what you care about. So, yeah, a tight band. Stop it. Okay. Come on in. Get in the basket. Come on in, everybody else. Can Iran get into that basket? What'd you say? Can Iran get into that Middle East basket that will come about months later internationally? That's a good question. So yeah, after phase one, phase two and three, it's game. You're on your own. You're on your own. Good luck. So to finish up, the CBI is about to put out information to see if there's anybody that's talking about this stuff. Well, there's an article today. No, yesterday. It's in our final article thread. You do belong to ktfalways.com, right? You don't? Well, you should. Because you got to get into the final article thread and look at those articles. I know. Well, I belong to Dinar Go Stop. I belong to Dinar Let's Talk Call No Yes. Yeah. Well, I belong to Dynamite Shrimp Tea whatever. Yeah, I belong. Yeah, I do. Yeah. Well, good for you. And I read your stuff there. And it's nothing compared to what we say on our forum or our UB2Bs, is it? No, I've noticed that. So then does that mean that you didn't notice the article yesterday that proved, oh my word, look, Look, what? Look, what? Look! They just leaked some information. Did you miss that? I would suggest that you come and join us. You don't have to stick around. Just come and join us, and you can read the final article threads. I want to help. You don't have to stay, but I want to help. The CBI watched for the longest time a lot of people that were corrupt in the GOI and the CBI, all from Iran. And they know exactly who is leaking this information. In fact, so do you. What? How do I know who's leaking the information? You do belong to ktfalways.com, right? No. Well, you should. Because then you would go into the final article thread and you see the article from yesterday that tells you about the leak. In fact, I even labeled it up on top. I said, KTFA family, I told you that they would start a leak. Behold. And there's some other very good articles in there as well, too. No, the other gurus are not going to get them. No, I'm going to start to develop something where I can keep the articles inside of KTFA. It's going to cost a lot of money. But I'm sick and tired of people stealing everything that we've got. Not even say thank you. But then go out there and insult my team's walking stick who's dying. I'll talk to you about him Monday. Today is the day that they established the day of when they're going to operate on him. So the CBI watched all those entities that put out negative information on a monetary reform. And even though Parliament signed documents saying we're not going to complain and lie anymore about it, we're going to stick around and be good, or if not, you're going to dissolve us. And even though they signed that, oh my word, they're just like the Democrats here in the United States of America. They are so bold in their desire to flat out lie. Flat out lie. Even if the truth is right in front of them, they're lying about what they're seeing, and they're coming up with whatever words that come out of their mouths to justify their lies, and the rest of the world is watching and saying either these Democrats in the United States are mentally retarded, or we're going to take advantage of the United States of America because this is amazing. Joe Biden, the president of the United States of America, is a bona fide communist. Wow. This energy stuff that he's doing, clean air, clean water, whatever. If you really, 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 really look at it, because you haven't, over 2,000 pages, you're going to read it? They did a filibuster in Congress, but nobody paid attention. Did you? Did you watch it? You don't care. But the whole thing, if you look at it, you're going to lose tens of thousands of jobs in the United States of America because this safe energy, whatever thing that Biden is doing, if you look at it, it's all contracts for China. Well, this is what you voted for, you Democrats. Congratulations. But it's okay. You see, we're cleaning up the election system. We're going to make sure that it's pristine and you're not ever going to cheat again. We'll get you back. In the meantime, go ahead and show the whole world, show them all. The putrid heart that is in your chest. So the CBI definitely watched all these people, and they know where the leaks are coming from, and mainly they're from Parliament. Now, as you know, you do belong to ktfalways.com, right? You don't. You should. And you know why? There's more articles. Y'all, yesterday and today in the final article thread. Do you remember what I told you on Monday and Tuesday? Actually, Monday. I repeated it on Tuesday. Some of this stuff I'm telling you. And then at the end I told you, here's a cherry on top of the sundae. Here's the Pierre Resistance. Ladies and gentlemen, the CBI is about to go on a massive advertising campaign about the monetary reform. Do you remember those words? Now, if you're a member of KTFalways.com and if you've been with us instead of reading us in some other form, those parasitical forms, then you would know that we give out key words, don't we, family? So I give you words, and sometimes I tell you, hey, mark it down. That's a key word. You're going to see it. Sometimes I just say the word, and I don't say anything until you see it. Well, it turns out that yesterday there's this beautiful article. Oh, there! Look at Claire. Look at Claire. Like, yeah, I saw Frank. Listen, Frank. Hey, Frank! I saw the article. I know, Claire. You brought it to me, and so did the news hounds. And what's interesting is that the article actually said the word that we have a campaign. You do? Yeah. About what? It's a financial campaign. Golly, they make me look good, don't they? So the CBI and the GOI, ladies and gentlemen, after they do this little testing of their numbers and to see where the leaks are coming from, and you can see the leak already in our final article threads, the article we have in there. And now you can see this one. The article itself, it explains very clearly and says the words that I used. There will be a massive campaign of advertising very soon inside of Iraq, not outside. Who cares? They don't care about you. But I mean, everybody's going to know. Shoot, probably CNN, the Communist Network news channel, they'll probably lie about it. Iraq just lowered their value of their currency. Who cares, CNN? Nobody watches you. Nobody watches you. All you talk about is just the COVID. And now, what are you talking about? Global warming. Global warming. That's it. I mean, you're eating your own vomit. What's the matter with you? There are more important things than your agenda of fake news and lies. The world knows. And most of the world is feeling like, whoa, crazy out there. But unfortunately, the 5 communist nations right now are going crazy. Why do you think that Cuba established a new president 5 days ago? Hey, Fidel Castro. Oh, well, he's dead. Fidel Castro's son. We don't want him. Who? Okay. Well, now, Cuba, you have a chance to not be communist. I mean, you know how close you are to the United States of America? We can do some business, man. That'd be a nice place. You know, we can work together and everything. Well, new leadership of Cuba. What do you think, huh? You want to give up communism? And the new leader says, no. Are you kidding me? Joe Biden is the president. Are you kidding me? Us communists. Oh, my gosh, we're going to grow. Yeah, I know. So yeah, there is going to be, in my opinion, a massive advertising campaign of the monetary reform from the CBI and the GOI. And they will advertise this. Television commercials, newspaper clippings, ads, billboards. In the mosque. You see, they meet every morning in the mosque, and they they paint. They all bow in a certain direction, and in the mosque, well, that's probably one of the only places where you can trust what someone is telling you. And the CBI will definitely. Well, definitely let those that go to the mosque in the morning and the evening and the night, I mean, they go throughout the whole day. What's going on with the monetary reform? It's going to be a massive campaign. They like to smoke the hookah. They don't really, well, they're smoke fiends. They're worse than Japanese people. They smoke cigarettes, but they like their hookah. Yeah, flavored resins, and it's in a bong with water and all that, and they got like 8 different arms that come out, and they all gather around. They just sit there and they smoke their hookah, and the room smells really pretty. It reminds me of what the kids do nowadays. What's called vaping. And they sit there and they talk about the truth because these are tribal leaders. These are the local people. Yeah, in the hookah shops. In the flat beds, Flat trucks that are flatbeds, they'll be putting these electronic signs that they remember the big giant screens that they had where they were showing their soccer games and other announcements. They'll have it up there as well too. Yeah, and what's interesting is that this article is already now in our final article thread. So y'all come on into ktfalways.com and go to the final article thread and read all these things. Read all these things. I pray that I was helpful tonight. Oh, there's going to be CBI workshops. Yeah, the CBI will rent out like, I don't know, like big auditoriums, gymnasiums, their own banks, and they'll set up these tables and shot. It's CBI workshop. Come on in, citizens. We'd like to explain to you what's going on. Anyways, that's what I wanted to share with you, and I will see you next Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I'll give you an update, and I'll let you know when Walking Stick will be operated so that we can all pray together for him. Have a corporate prayer. It was good to be with you. CS. CS. Hey, is that... No, it's SC Hessman, isn't it? With us?
CS.
Is it CS? Mm-hmm. Oh, what a coincidence. I'm not talking about you, by the way. Yeah, y'all need a little CS when you're studying, okay? Just a little common sense, and it'll all make sense to you. God bless you. Thank you for being with us tonight. I go rest now. And I wish you the well. I wish you well. May the grace of God be upon you. May his light shine upon you. May the Shekinah glory of our Heavenly Father radiate upon you and your loved ones, and that you will be able to reflect it off you by your examples, by your fruits, that they will know the love and the warmth of our Heavenly Father. It is only by the blood of Jesus Christ that I am saved, I am healed, I am forgiven, I am loved. And so are you. Y'all take care of each other. I'll see you again soon, okay? I'll see you in Premium. Premium, you saw what happened with Petra early this morning. They go in there at night, so I'm very proud of them. Petra and Eminem. I went in there last night and I talked to you again there too. I don't think I'm going to share anything in there tonight, but maybe tomorrow night. Y'all take care. God bless you. Aloha. Aloha. Bye-bye.